Okay, go ahead and tell us your name and where you're from again.
Michelle Lusk, and I'm from Lashley, West Virginia.
All right, tell us a little bit about what you did today on your last day here in Nashville.
Okay, well, it's obviously our last day. We went to the Nashville Rescue Mission for the last time. Basically, what we did there is pretty much the same thing what we've done the other times we've been there. But today we deboned turkey. That was interesting. Cut potatoes, zucchini, done ice cups and served drinks. Put trays out, carried trays up, cleaned off tables. Just basically the kitchen work, what we did. That's pretty much it as a reflection of just today. As a reflection of like everything that I've learned, everything as a whole, I would have to say that I've learned so many lessons and gotten so much advice through doing this and taking part in the things that I've taken part in and talking to the people that I've talked to, that it's amazing. Some of the things that I'll take back with me and hopefully carry through the rest of my life are to never take life for granted, never take what you have for granted, respect people, save money, don't spend all of it at once, which I'm still learning actually. You should just be thankful for what you get and always have God there. Some other things are just by talking to other people, seeing their struggles, helped me realize that just because they're homeless doesn't mean that they're worthless. Doesn't mean that they're low lives in society and they shouldn't be labeled like that. They have a lot of potential. The ones that I've talked to are incredibly intelligent. I could sit and have hour-long conversations with them about stuff and we wouldn't even finish. They would have to leave because they had to leave. I could have talked to them for another probably 3 or 4 hours and been perfectly fine. Because they have so many things that they can tell you, so many life experiences that you can learn from, that it's astonishing. You don't want to leave. You don't want to stop talking to them because they not only teach you in the aspect of showing you how their life went wrong or when their life went wrong or how to try to prevent your life from going wrong. They also try to give you advice, which is trying to prevent your life from going wrong. But they also they say some very wise things that stick in your head for good. Like yesterday, and this isn't for today, but yesterday, when we were at the campus for human development, this guy looked at us and he said, "I've learned and experienced more good things being homeless and being in this program than I have in my entire life." So that he learned more and he became closer to God, and he's learned more about life in this past year being homeless than he had in his entire life because he had always taken everything for granted. And that's what I'm trying to learn how not to do. I want to be able to be thankful for what I have. I don't want to take things for granted, and that's hard sometimes because we're all selfish-natured, I guess, and we always want things the way we want it, or we want things that really, in all reality, probably aren't possible to have. But sometimes we all complain about stuff. We complain because we have to eat a certain food, or we complain because we have to go somewhere, or complain because we have to do something, or buy and don't get something that we want. And really, seeing all the people that I've seen and talking to them and stuff, they don't complain because they have no reason to. All they do is thank people, and that struck me as very noble, because if they're homeless and don't complain about it because they're so grateful for what they do have, then why are we complaining? I mean, we have a home to call our own. Most of us have families, and we have a good meal to eat every day. So why should we complain instead of being thankful for what we have? That is one of the biggest things that I've learned. My biggest downer probably of the whole week and the whole experience in general is still the fact that families have to be split up in this process, with the mother and child going in one place and the husband's going in another place. And I made a mistake on this actually earlier in the week. If a mother has a son, he can only be with her till the age of 11. After that, he can't be in the same facility as her either. So if you're a 12-year-old boy, you can't be with your mom. It's kind of a heartbreaker for everyone. And like I said, if I could only stress the amount of passion that I feel to try to make more family-based programs like this that help homeless families, it would be a big span of passion, because that's what really is needed. Because if you split up a family, they can't strive and they can't make it to the place they want to be at, because they're a family, and that means being together and doing things together and getting through things together. And so that was my biggest downer. And all in all, I've had a great experience. This is exactly what I've wanted to do all my life. Real hands-on experience, real hands-on work, where you see results and you see the differences that you made in action. It's tangible differences. It's a good word for it. And this is what I want to spend the rest of my life doing. I want to help people, and I really want to make a difference. And just doing this week just nips it in the bud for me even further. That this is what I want to do. This is what I've been waiting for, to see people happy and to be able to help someone. So that's my biggest accomplishment.
So when you go back to West Virginia, what do you think, if anything, is going to change about you besides being more thankful?
I'm definitely going to have a better and greater outlook on the way life is. I'm not going to be as whiny, as complaining. I'm not going to take things for granted near as much, which goes along with being thankful. Also, I'm going to take those people's advice. I'm going to start learning how to save money. I'm not sure how good I'm going to be at that yet, but I'm going to start trying to learn how to save money. And a couple of them said to never give up on your dreams, because maybe you only get that chance once. And some of them, they asked me if I was in college and stuff, and I was like, yeah. And they said a lot of people don't get that chance, don't get that opportunity, and they told me not to give up on that, to never give up on that, because that's one thing that you can never get back, is your education. And the people that I did talk to, that I was talking about, was very wise. Both of them had educations, and they were very thankful for that, in the aspect that they knew how to do things. So I'm definitely going to take their advice, and I'm just going to try to be a better, well-rounded person and all, and just not take things for granted so much.